Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Kathy. It is February 20th, 2022. So we have in 2 more days, we have more twos, but today it's 02, 20, 2022. That sounds pretty good, isn't it? A nice little mantra. I was actually looking up what do all these twos mean. And the one for today, they talk about the 20. And the 20, they said, can be challenging, but it is also an exciting time to come in. It is a time of community. And I would say that we have a challenging time of community when we look like there's more getting ready to come on the other side. Actually, I think it's there on the other side. And we have our own conflicts here in North America. So how is that community going to balance out, right? And then when we get to the 0222, 2022, they talked about that being the time to be from the heart, that our energies are shifting more to the heart. We certainly need it now. And I forgot, is it the 0220 or the 0222? The astrology at this time was the same at the fall of Rome and the Declaration of Independence. So interesting. We'll see what happens here. All right, everybody. Heart source. Those of you familiar with the heart source, you know you can just say heart source, your body goes into it. But I always enjoy bringing people through it. It reminds us. And sometimes we do just need to connect. Move into the front, move your awareness into the front of your heart chakra there in the middle of your chest. And now in the back of your heart chakra. The front of your third eye, that's your brow chakra. The back of your third eye, all of this, you go into the back, you go backwards. Somebody asked me that question. That's why I say it now. It's like you're walking around yourself and going into the back from there. And now just kind of notice your body, your energy. And now create a beam of energy from your heart to your third eye. Connect those two chakras together. Now send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. Have no worries about where that is. It knows. And now, keeping everything right where it is, move down to the center of the earth. And interestingly enough, Amma says you are grounded above and below. Fully grounded. And now state, chakra spin. Spin as fast as is safe for me. So you're spinning out stuff that's congested in your chakras, as well as bringing in energy from above and below, kind of like bringing in clean water to clean those pans. There you go. Deep breath and just relax. Let your chakras come to wherever they're going to settle right now. And connect with your healing team from your heart. Healing team. Align everyone's chakra vibration and energy vibration to what is needed to hear today's message. There we go. And now we create our healing lecture room. And this lecture room is for anyone live and anyone who listens later. I've gotten like 3 messages so far today says, I'll listen later. I'll listen later. And I totally forgot. Oh yeah, floor of light below us. Totally forgot where I was. There is a floor of light below all of us. A canopy of light above all of us. Pillars of light in the 4 corners. And there are angels surrounding our healing lecture room from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar. Interesting. These are angels from Archangel Michael's band. And the word that I'm getting from Archangel Michael is that, he has the sword. And so he can transmute energy with the sword as we can with the sword. But in this case, it's not so much to transmute energy. He is also the Archangel of truth. And that's what we need today. All of our today's truth. And there they are with us. And there is a central pillar. And in that central pillar are wonderful, beautiful, many beings from the other side who some of them have walked upon this planet, and some of them have not, but they are here to assist us. And I see, now you may see others when you tune in, but these are the ones, they're from me. And it's like, I see Yeshua, and I see the Buddha, Mother Mary, and I usually see several divine mothers, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Calf Woman, Athena, Mary of Magdala, Martha. For those who don't know, Martha is the sister of Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead. Kali, if you're not familiar with Kali, she's the destroyer and the healer in Hindu. Good. Anyone else you see? I see the Chohans of all the rays that are there, by the way. Those are the, if you want to call them the head of the rays. And now, who is it that's most important in your heart that you would like to have with you? And they will join if they're not already here. And we thank all of them for being here. Now send a beam of energy from your heart to the central pillar. And this connects us all together. And now Hilarion, who is the Chohan of the fifth ray, the ray of healing, the green ray, he steps out and he said, let us form our healing circle. We must be at a critical period of time, and I believe that we are, because there are so many people from the other side that have joined us. And you join us also. So see yourself rise from your place and get in the healing circle. Now, for those who haven't seen this particular part, you can also be a multidimensional being. And your incarnation part, the part of incarnated in this lifetime. So me is Kathy, Margaret is Margaret, Cleo is Cleo, and all the rest of you. Your incarnated third dimensional self, enter the circle of healing. And your soul self and the other dimensional incarnations of yourself, because most of us have more than one incarnation going on at the same time, our soul self does. They all are standing outside, encompassing us with love and filling us with love. And now, this is where you can unmute. I'm going to give not names, but give the people that have said there was somebody that was supposed to come in and see me today, and she can't come because her ex-husband, the father of her children, is in the hospital. And his parents, of course, are there at the hospital with him, probably I don't even know if you can get into the hospital anymore, but she told her we'd put him and the kids and his parents and everybody in the healing circle. There are two other members of our group that you see often, Jenna and Denise, and they are otherwise occupied, and we put their intentions, their families themselves, their intentions in the healing circle. So anybody else? Oh, it's Louise. Is Louise here today? It's her birthday.
She's at a breakfast.
Oh, I want to
Her
celebrate her
husband,
birthday.
right. So I also want to include Louise's first year of life in the circle, my first 2 years of life in the healing circle, and then my husband, Robert.
Okay, we'll do that. We might have to sing happy birthday anyway at the end, just so she can listen to us all be off key, right, Margaret? Anybody else? Unmute yourself if you would like. You really are invited to do this, but you can place someone in your healing circle just from your heart and joining your mind together.
I would like to place Juliana, her family, my family, and again, all the humans in the world.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm going to place within our healing circle the energy of Russia and the energy of the people of the Ukraine and the energy of all of those who want there to be war so that they can benefit from the war, and the energy of all those who are terrified of there being war. So we're going to do some multi-healing in that area.
Kathy, this is Karen.
Yes. Oh, hi, Karen. I didn't see you come in. Come in.
I'd like to place my whole family in the circle, my husband, Joe, myself, my daughter, Jessica, my daughter, Jenna, and my future son-in-law, Austin.
Oh, okay.
There's ever since he proposed and I attended that EI with you, there are so many amazing things happening to all of us this month that we are just praying for guidance, listening to the voices in our hearts, and everybody is kind of recreating themselves this month.
That's
so please
exciting.
Pray for us.
That sounds like a wonderful one. Thank you. And I'm delighted to hear of all of that wonderful news. Anybody else? Okay, because I got lots of things I can put in the circle, and I'm sure it'll hit other people. I have some friends with long-term COVID, a cousin and a dear friend. I place them and others who are struggling with this. I have a great niece who has had a severe reaction to one of the vaccines, can barely walk, and it has affected her optic nerve to where glasses cannot do anything to affect it. And she may never, she's 35, may never be able to drive again. And I know that there are others with severe reactions, and I'm placing them within. I place within marriages who are struggling, which are struggling, some of them coming to an end, that these endings may be as peaceful as possible, and that the children are protected and taken care of in this. And I'm still hearing of people who are coming down with COVID and place them, and I don't have anybody lately in my family, but it's been a lot. And those who are grieving for the loss of loved ones, we still grieve for my brother-in-law. Anyone else?
Like to place in mental and emotional stability for all beings, and healing for Catherine, and, healing for myself, not feeling too well, and for everyone to heal from their addictions.
Thank you, Connie. You know, I was thinking, we need to put in the Sedona area, it is really difficult to find housing unless you happen to be making $200,000 a year. And so I want to place those that are looking for housing, for affordable housing, that there will be a manifestation of generosity so that people can have a place to live. Sedona has a place where there are lots of RVs out in one particular area where people they can't find a place to live. It's just, we're talking about school teachers that are living out of their cars. You know, it's not that they don't have jobs, people living out of their cars. It's just amazing. Cynthia, I saw you unmute.
Yes, I'd ask us to pray for the governor of New Hampshire, who has refused for the last 4 years to raise the minimum wage, which is at $7.
Okay.
And it is so unjust.
Anybody else? I can only see a very few people on my screen. So if you think that I can see you because you're unmuted, that's not true. Santi just happens to be on my screen. So if anybody else has anything, please just speak up. Okay. So now I want you to see yourselves in the circle, and we call upon all of those who have joined in our healing circles to extend your hands outward, and you can do it in your minds or you can do it physically. Take some deep breaths and bring in energy from above and below. And I'm going to say a prayer, kind of sending energy over all of us. And Father, Mother, God, we come to you as your creations, your children. There are so many things that we have upon our heart, those that are in the healing circle that have been spoken aloud, those that are deep within the heart of others. There is so much pain. We ask you to cover each person who is struggling with illness. I didn't even mention the people who are struggling with cancer. Those who are struggling with illness, we ask you to go into the deepest part of themselves where the wound is that may have contributed to the cancer, and we ask you to repair that wound. We also ask that if there is a genetic anomaly that has produced that overgrowth of cells, that you go right in there and repair that. We ask for everybody's healing team to do that. Those who are struggling from long-term COVID, research is showing that there's been some genetic changes. There's been tremendous allergic reactions to the protein. We don't necessarily know what that is, but we ask you, you who know, to go in and to bring healing to each of these people. Bring healing to the families who are in discord and fear. And we need so much to bring healing to what is happening in Russia. I have no idea what can change this. If it's what is supposed to happen, then we just ask for the healing of all involved. And now everyone you can say your own prayers silently. We'll hold this space for about a minute. And don't forget to say prayers for yourself. Thank you. And so it is. So everybody, from the Healing Circle, take your seats in the lecture room. Pull up a chair. Cup of coffee, cup of tea, cup of water, whatever it is that you have. If some of you are still drinking sodas, okay. A cup of, I'm a tea person, not a coffee person. Love the way it smells, can't stand how it tastes. But that's just me. And see yourself pulling up in your chairs and relaxing, and ask your healing team now to align your encodement system to the message that Amma is going to be giving. And if you would do me the honor of sending a beam of energy to my heart to give me strength and allow me to be fully grounded in receiving her message. I felt it right away. I really appreciate it. And the next one you hear is our precious Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers. What a beautiful day it is for you. And what a beautiful day it is for all of us here with you. I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and I am your mother. And just so you won't forget, I carry you in my womb always. You have been in my womb since you made the decision to listen to the call to separate, but not fully separate from all that is, to enjoy incarnations, to learn more about love. It is community, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. It is community. You come to learn about love within community. This will dovetail with many of the messages we have given of light. Let us begin. And when I say us, I am always including Abba in this. As we separated, in a way, you could say separated from the Ein Sof, the all that is, into the masculine and into the feminine. We are here to give you life and support. Support in your particular life path. Community. All of you have experienced what happens when something goes awry in community, when someone's feelings are hurt, when a bruise, an emotional bruise is touched and someone screeches in pain. You know what it is like when members of your community that you love are in pain and hurt. And especially those of you who are parents, when those that you love, your young ones, even if they are in their 40s and 50s, you hurt with them. The heart source is meant to assist you in every way in relationship with community. The heart source in itself was created from community. Your chakras, your energy field, all of those connections are part of the community of you. Each of your bodies, beginning with your physical and then going to all of the energetic bodies, it is a member of community, just as you are a member of community. You would be affected by the conflict going on in Eastern Europe, even if you did not know about it. Because as a member of community, the energy from that conflict spreads outwards. It moves through the various areas, the various energies, the various layers of this planet. Those who are ill, those who have been struggling with this virus. You feel the community of struggles. You would feel it even if you did not have the media, which lets you know what all is going on. It is crucial for you to be in your heart source. Check it again. Some of you, as I have said these words, have moved out of your heart into your third chakra. Go back into your heart. I wish to remind you that when you listen, whether it is to this message or whether it is to the news or reading a newspaper or a magazine, that when you are in your heart source, you will hear and be able to read between the lines as to whether something is truth or not. Much of what you read and much of what you hear that is associated with what is called the news media is not truth. Have you ever noticed how the media will take one small thing where there may be some discord and blow it up? Blow it up to where everyone goes into fear because of it. And it doesn't matter if it's the people that are giving you the weather and talking about the latest blizzard coming in or the latest hurricane, or when will be that next shaking of the earth. Differentiate, learn to differentiate between what is information and what is meant to place you within fear. You have been called and you have answered because you are here, whether you are listening live or not, or reading the message. You have answered the call to be of support to this planet of yours and to join all of those who are upon this planet and giving support to the people who are struggling. You are aware that there are not that many people who have awakened compared to the 7.5 billion people that are upon this planet. It is growing. It has slowed down in its growth of late, but it is growing. Some people believe that it is not time to bring children into the world. Community. Children are needed. Now, when we say that children are needed, we're not saying that you have to bring them into the world if you have made a choice not to. We just want to dispel the notion that this world is not set for children because there are too many people here. The children coming in will change this world. There are those born now who are already changing this world. Those of you with grandchildren, even the young ones, haven't you been amazed at things they have said? Haven't you been amazed at insights that you didn't get until you were in your 30s or 40s? And here they come in with them. Children are needed. Along with the children being needed is the love that they need. When you hold the people that you know and love in your heart as they are struggling, sending them love awakens within them the energy, the encodements of love. When you have an opportunity to share with them a kind word and support, even ones you meet somewhere else, on the playground, in a store. Have you noticed how the little ones We're speaking of the little ones, the ones that are in their place in the cart. And sometimes when you pass, they look around you and they grin at you. Grin back. These are the children that see your light. These are the children that say, I know you're here. And these are the children who say, and I know you see me. Yes, there is much difficult news upon this planet. You have spoken of some of it with that needs healing. Whenever you do healing, whether it is for yourself or someone else, be in the place of joy. That's what being in your heart is. Joy resides in your heart. You were created from love and you were created with joy. So love and joy go together. Even when people are struggling, they can find joy. Yes. How many times have you found joy? Some of it is in this thing you call gallows humor. A strange kind of humor, right? That humans use to release the pressure, but it is still a sign of being able to laugh, to find joy. Let me tell you something else that gallows humor is about that you may not be aware of. Gallows humor is also about the illusion of the third dimension. When we ask you to join the healing circle, but to place your third dimensional self within the circle and the other aspects to be outside within the circle, sending love, we are emphasizing for you that who you truly are is in the outside of the circle, sending love to that part of you that is learning about how to be expanded, about how to be more than the physical. You are called. You have been called to be able to anchor love into this planet. Just as others have been called to need the anchoring, to need you, everyone upon this planet has been called to their life path. Know that it is important for you to realize to the depths of yourself that every person has been called upon this planet to play a role. Some of them do it in illness, some of them do it in confusion, some do it in violence. Even if you do not agree with them, even if you would not join them in what they are doing, recognize that without them doing what they were called to do, you would not be learning about love in the way that you are. It is much more complex than that. We could write books upon it, right, as you would say. Just know that everyone is part of your community, no matter what it is they are doing. Every cell is part of your community, even if it is growing faster than it should. Listen to the hearts of others. Listen to the hearts of others who are in pain, who are in anger. Listen, but do not take that pain and anger onto yourself. Yes, it's a difficult time in this dimension right now on this planet. It all has a purpose. It is all coming forth, that which needs to change. And you will find more and more people who are broken apart. And in their brokenness, they are able to let in the light of love. You need to provide that light of love, even in your brokenness. You have had people walk this planet who have shown you how to do that. Be like they were. Watch and listen how some of these amazing people who are here that teach, how in their brokenness, they are able to learn more about what love is, what life is, and what light is. Rejoice in that. Rejoice in your brokenness, because that has helped you allow other light to come in. When you build that wall around your heart, light can't come in, love can't come in, and it can't go outwards. But when you have that experience of being brokenhearted, let the shards have light come from them. You are great and wondrous beings. We hold you in our hearts and hold you in love. You are contributing so much to all that is to love itself. Yes, even all that is and love itself continues to grow and expand and evolve. And you are part of that. You didn't know you could teach God something. You do. When you grow, when you expand, that is in the teaching. When you communicate with the community known as your physical body, that is part of teaching and knowing and loving. It may seem that I'm going in a circular manner as I say the same thing in different ways. Everyone hears it differently. But what is most important for you to know is that never are you alone. Never. It's one of those things that you don't have to worry about. Never say never. Never are you alone. Yes, you may feel alone, but that is not truth. You are surrounded. Move into your heart and breathe into your heart and allow the awareness of those who surround you to penetrate your pain. Even though you send out prayers and love to so many people, to this planet, just because someone makes a different choice doesn't mean that what you did was not helpful or not positive. You can never know what did not happen because of your actions and your love. It's impossible to do that, isn't it? Oh, when you leave your body, you can come and take a look at what life would have been like if you hadn't done that. It was a different life. I wish to give you a simple prayer that you could use today, a simple exercise today, tomorrow, however long you wish. As always, be in your heart source. Go into the back of your heart center, down that tunnel, that hallway, until you move into that expansive place known as your sacred space. And you are in a room of infinite size. And ask to be before you in that room. This wonderful planet with everything, everyone, two-legged, four-legged, finned, winged, rooted on that planet. And hold the planet in your hands. And send love. You can declare chakra spin and bring that energy in from above and below and let it go to your heart and then out your hands. And be there simply with the intention of providing the creative energy needed for everyone, everything, every being upon the planet. That is how we will end today, in your sacred space, in the infinity that is there. Call forth the planet and all that is upon it, that includes you, and hold it in your heart, in your hands. Chakra spin. Bring the energy in from above and below and into each chakra. The earth is rather large, is it not? And allow that energy of healing, that energy of creation to go outwards. Let us do that for a moment. And so it is. And so it is. And yes, I am Amma, the divine mother of the divine mothers, and definitely your mother. So this is Kathy. And I want to thank each one of you for coming to the Sunday ceremony. I love being here and hearing the messages that are brought in. So take care. Have a good week. Many,
Can we
many
sing my
blessings.
sisters?
And if you want to say goodbye to everybody.
Can we sing happy birthday to my sister Louise?
Oh, that's right. Louise gets to have it. Okay. Margaret, can you sing? Mimi, are you here?
I'm here. Yes.
Okay, you start.
And I want
Okay.
to recommend everybody look up the book Mother God by Teresa Kim Pesanovsky. It's a beautiful, beautiful illustrated book, and it makes a wonderful gift for new mothers.
Thank you.
It's called Mother God.
Mother God, thank you. Okay, Mimi,
Mhm.
start us off.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Happy
birthday, dear Louise. Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it. I mean, tell Louise that there's no way that we can sing it all on key. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to laugh. Take care, each one of you.
Thank
Much
you, Dr.
love.
Thank you,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Many blessings.
Thank you.
Bye, Cleo.
Amma.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Kathy.
Cleo.
Blessings to everyone.
Thank
Yes.
you.
You.